Today, Sinjan is differently beautiful. Ankara is very beautiful. And I would like to extend my greetings to all our citizens who follow us via video conference. Dear citizens of Ankara, dear brothers and sisters, dear ladies, dear youth, I would like to greet you all with the most heartfelt sentiments, longing, and affection. Today, on very beautiful district of our great capital, Ankara, in Sincan, we will be together on the occasion of the groundbreaking ceremony of a very important social housing project. After the Second World War, unfortunately, the Republic of Turkey has entered into an era of urbanization unplanned. From the villages all the way to city centers, as the vision was lacking in terms of managing this fast urbanization, we have seen the areas of settlement comprised of concrete structures. As the accommodation need of the growing population couldn't be met, on the other hand, the technical control of all those buildings which are constructed couldn't be carried out. That's why after every earthquake, we are really afraid, and we have lost many of our brothers and sisters due to this unhealthy structures and buildings. Every earthquake, every flood, and every disaster of landslide disclosed such calamities. We have experienced that in Izmir, in Elazığ, in Malatya, in Sivas, all around Turkey. Unfortunately, we experienced those disasters. After the 1999 earthquake, which is the greatest tragedy in our history, certain steps have been taken in order to tackle this problem, but unfortunately the comfortable and healthy houses couldn't be provided for our citizens. Do you know what was the number of the residences constructed by TOKİ, the Housing Development Administration of Turkey? It was 43,000 only. We have increased that number over 1,170,000, so you can easily understand what is the progress. At the same time, we have constructed 26,000 social facilities for those residences. With this last campaign that we have initiated via TOKİ, the Housing Development Administration of Turkey, we will increase the number of residences provided to our citizens to the level of 2 million. The urban transformation projects continue unabated. The number of the residences transformed during this project reached 3 million. Recently, in the district of Esenler in Istanbul, we have initiated the transformation project of 60,000 houses, and we have delivered the keys of those houses to their owners, thereby sharing the joy and excitement of our citizens. Disseminating such kind of projects, of course, triggered private sector to take part in those projects as well. For example, we have seen that the 13.5 million out of 28.5 million of all the houses have been constructed in the last decade. The developments unfolding in the world, which is triggered by COVID-19 and aggravated with the Russian-Ukrainian war, affected our country as well. And those exorbitant prices in the households made our citizens victims. The opportunists, what did they do? They started to fight with the people who are living on rent, the tenants. That's why we have limited the increases in the rental prices, but at the same time we have initiated this social housing project, which will definitely increase the supply of the residences and social houses. So we are very pleased with the fact that our people appreciated this two-phase social housing project, and with the courage that we received from this interest, we have shared this greatest social housing project of the history of the Republic of Turkey. That's why we prepared ourselves. We have increased the land area for the construction of houses to the level of 1 million. So we will be disseminating those lands by drawing the lot. So we invited and included all our citizens who are willing to construct their houses via Housing Development Administration of Turkey. We will construct the infrastructure and our citizens will construct their own houses. So by making use of the opportunities provided to them by the Housing Development Administration of Turkey, there are millions of citizens who own a house right now. So our greatest award will be the prayers of our citizens. So as we carry out the groundbreaking ceremony of this new campaign, we are still asking for the good deeds and the prayings of our citizens. The number of the applicants of this campaign reached 8 million, so this shows that we are doing a very important project and we are meeting a very important need. When all those houses are delivered to our citizens, so 1 million of our citizens additionally will own a house, and we will provide an employment opportunity for another 500,000 people. Only 40 days after the announcement of this project, we are carrying out the groundbreaking ceremony of the first phase. This shows to the whole world that we are committed to our promises, but at the same time, this also shows our capacity of producing results. Kırşehir, Kahramanmaraş, Aydın, Ankara, Bolu, Konya, Afyon, Karahisar, Diyarbakır, Uşak, Erzurum, Muğla, Yozgat, Manisa, Amasya, Tunceli, and Elazığ provinces will be the provinces where we will be carrying out the groundbreaking ceremony. As long as we complete our preparations, we will carry out this groundbreaking ceremony in all around Turkey, in all of our 81 provinces. With this new 900 billion Turkish liras of an investment, the Turkish economy will achieve another momentum of 2 trillion Turkish liras of economic growth. Hopefully, the first phase will be completed until the end of 2023, and until the end of 2028, hopefully we will construct 500,000 houses. So whatever we give as a promise, we will keep our promises. That's what we have done so far. You know the houses of TOKİ, Housing Development Administration of Turkey. You see all of them. We carry out the groundbreaking ceremony after 3 years of Malatya earthquake and 2 years after Izmir earthquake. This is also quite meaningful. By constructing 40,000 houses, we provided homes to our earthquake victims, and we will carry out and finish this project with the same level of determination and commitment. I would like to thank our Ministry of Environment and Climate Change, Housing Development Administration of Turkey, contracting companies, on behalf of myself and my nation, to all the engineers and workers of the contracting company as well. Dear brothers and sisters, as we have set foot in this journey, asking for the administration of this country, we have stated that nothing will be the same in Turkey. And thanks to God, within 20 years, we have achieved centennial works and masterpieces, and we have kept our promises that we have given to our nation. As of today, we initiated a brand new urbanization campaign which covered all the districts and all the provinces. Did we construct city hospital? Yes, you can easily reach to city hospital. We have already constructed the Bilkent City Hospital. So right now we have 2 city hospitals. Each one of them has the 4,050 bed capacity. Think about the situation and the conditions of the previous hospitals, but when you visit city hospitals right now, the comfort speaks for itself. When Mr. Kemal was the head of the Social Security institution, the conditions of our hospitals were speaking for themselves. There are still 7 months, and after 7 months we will go to the elections. And are we ready to make the ballot box roar? Are we ready to wander from one door to another? And I also call upon my youth, my youngsters, there is no rest for the weary. And I am calling upon to our women branches and our executive committee, we will never stop. So any one of our citizens can buy either houses or workplaces, and they can be a part of this campaign. All those lands with ready infrastructure make this campaign different from any other campaigns. If our citizens are not drawn from the lot for houses, they can construct their own houses with the land that they can buy from the same campaign. We will provide you the infrastructure. You can construct your own house as you wish. With the involvement of those joint lands into this campaign, we believe that this project will be very auspicious. And we will be using a horizontal architecture, not a vertical one. In the past, our citizens were only seeking for a house to shelter, but today we know that they ask for higher standards. This new project will not only meet the accommodation needs, but at the same time we will also put the modern and comfortable houses to the service of our people. Our citizens who had savings for many years, either by taking a debt or a loan, will meet with this project where they will live happily inside of their houses rather than being forced to live in those houses. We also hope and we are striving for making sure that our citizens can envisage a long, healthy, and peaceful lives with their sons and daughters. In every project that we carry out, we of course do not forget the reality of earthquake. So through this project, through this mosques and market and houses and the healthcare centers, in a nutshell, all the humanitarian needs will be met in those areas. So we are, in another saying, constructing small cities which will be self-sufficient, and we are also designing and planning our new projects in order to reflect the culture of neighborhood. As we have done always, we also choose to speak with our masterpieces and projects when it comes to the urban services. Necip Fazıl defines the houses in our dreams with the following sentences. My grandmother was reading Quran on one side of the house, and my mother was also knitting silently. There was a peaceful song in the tea maker, and the clock was ticking in tranquility. So we cleaned the wooden workshop, and we knew that the cleanliness comes from our religion, and we were together in the civil distances. So we continue to attach significant importance to such projects which will make sure that this culture defined in the sentences of the poet will live on. So all those beauties and all those joys will be experienced in our neighborhoods. We will make sure that the memories of our veterans and our martyrs live in those streets. And our disabled brothers and sisters will enter into an able life in those cities, in those streets. And the pensioners will feel the respect shown to them. And dear youth, you will build your self-confidence in those neighborhoods. And you will be much more ambitious when you are taking a look at your own life. So, just like any other service that our nation was longing for, I am grateful to my God that He enabled me to realize this project for our nation. Dear brothers and sisters, from the east to west, from north to south, with all our cities, with all our complexes, with the Turkish bath squares, we are preparing for the century of Turkey. 10 years ago, we have carried out the greatest urban transformation project comprised of 6.5 million houses with the same understanding. Back then, we said that we are ready to undertake any political burden as long as our nation wins. By transforming 50% of the houses, we make sure that the safety and security of our people are taken under guarantee. So we are saying the same sentence. If our nation wins, then we will do whatever is necessary by taking into consideration any negative ramifications. So we will not only construct houses, but we are also improving our cities by protecting our culture and our civilizational values. With the importance that we attach to our past, in 45 of our cities, we are reviving and restoring those squares. So the first social housing project is carried out in Saraçoğlu district. It will be a reward for this city. In Hergelen Square, We will be cleaning the streets where the Haji Bayram Veli was wandering. And with the Nation's Garden project that we carry out in 50 different cities, we are opening new living spaces for our citizens where they can take a fresh breath. If you pay attention, these are our studies, all our activities in the field of urbanization. And the same thing is valid for the healthcare services, transportation projects, energy projects, industry, and agricultural projects. So ask this question to the Republican People Party. What did you do? What did you do? As Ziya Pasha says, the donkey will die and nothing is left of him, but the man will die and remembered with its masterpiece and services. So we speak with our services. Do we have the drones? Do we have the Akıncı fighter jets? So you will see, we will construct many more and provide many more services. In the field of production, exports, and with the current account surplus, we will grow our economy. So in every field, we will continue to work day and night in order to achieve the centennial works for our nation. In 81 of our provinces, after we have taken the office, we have only 76 universities. So right now we have universities in all 81 of our provinces, and the number of our universities is 208. We have no province without a university. And we can only tackle the negative ramifications of those negative global developments reflected in the worsening economy. So, only a political party with the right level of determination and commitment to tackle the economic problems is us. Hopefully, on 28th of October, I will be announcing the century of Turkey. Even the advanced countries are facing with many global challenges, so it is thanks to those projects that Turkey continues its path by growing even further. Hopefully, in 2023, we will receive the support of our nation once again, and we will continue to build the century of Turkey. So with these feelings in my heart, I once again hope and pray that the greatest housing project will be auspicious for our country, for our nation. And I also would like to congratulate the house owners and the workplace owners. I hope and pray that their houses and workplaces would be auspicious for each one of them. I would like to congratulate everyone who will contribute to this project. On behalf of myself and my nation, I greet you all with love and respect. May you all stay healthy and safe.
Öncesinde canlı bağlantılardaki temel atma, sonrasında Sincan dahil diğer illerimizdeki toplu temel atma törenimiz için şu anda karşımızda Ankara dahil 17 ilimiz bulunmakta. Biz 8 noktaya canlı bağlantı gerçekleştiriyoruz. Efendim şimdi ilk olarak karşımızda Konya ilimiz bulunmakta. Karşımızda Sayın Valimiz arz ederiz Sayın Cumhurbaşkanı. Evet şu anda
Right now we connect with Konya province. Vahdettin Özkan, do you hear us? Yes, I do. Leyla Şahin Usta, Uğur İbrahim Altay, the mayor, and Hasan Angı, the provincial director, and the provincial director of the Nationalist Movement Party, Remzi Kara Aslan, is with you. So we will carry out the groundbreaking ceremony in Konya. Let's see the area where we will be carrying out the groundbreaking ceremony. Let's see the area where the groundbreaking ceremony will be carried out. As you can see, we will carry out the groundbreaking ceremony right here, so let's make the mixers work. In the name of Allah, the most compassionate and the most merciful. We start with Konya, the place of Mevlana the Rumi. The mixer is working right now, and the concrete is poured at the moment. May it be auspicious. May God help us all. Let's proceed with Zonguldak. The governor of Zonguldak, Mustafa Tutulmaz, do you hear us?
Duyuyoruz Sayın Cumhurbaşkanım.
Polat Türkmen, our MP, Ahmet Çolakoğlu, Zonguldak MP of AK Party, Hamdi Uçar, Ömer Selim Alan, Zonguldak Mayor, Muammer Avcı, Provincial Director of Justice and Development Party, and Varol Demirköse, the Provincial Director of National Movement Party. So you have the buttons, and let's zoom in where we will carry out the groundbreaking ceremony, and then in the name of Allah, the most passionate and the most merciful, compassionate and the merciful, you will hit the buttons. Let the mixers work. The concrete is poured down. So right now we are pouring down the concrete of the houses to be built in Zonguldak. May it be auspicious. We will proceed with Aydın. Governor of Aydın, Hüseyin Aksoy, do you hear us? We are speaking with you from Sincan. Yes, we do. We greet you all with respect. Our MP, Mustafa Savaş, our Mayor, Metin Ertürk Kuyucan, Provincial Director of AK Party, Ömer Özmen, the Provincial Director of National Movement Party, Haldun Haluk Alacık. So let's zoom in to the area where we will carry out the groundbreaking ceremony. You have the buttons in front of you. We'll make the mixers work. We will hit the buttons. In the name of Allah, the most compassionate and the most merciful. So the concrete is coming. May it be auspicious. My citizens know everything. My citizens know those who made this country need 70 cents. That's why There is no rest for the weary. So we will proceed with Kırşehir. Hüdayar Mete, the governor of Kırşehir, do you hear us? His Excellency Mr. President, greetings to you from Kırşehir. Mustafa Kendilli, our MP. Çiçekdağ Mayor Hasan Hakanoğlu. Seher Ünsal, Provincial Director of AK Party. Provincial Director of National Movement Party, Arif Kılıç. Do you hear us? Greetings to all from Ankara Sincan. Are you ready? All right. Let's zoom in where the concrete mixers are. Let's hit the buttons and make the mixers work. The concrete is coming. May it be auspicious. May God help us all. Erzurum, are you ready? Okay Memiş, Governor of Erzurum. Mayor of Erzurum, Mehmet Sekmen. AK Party MP Recep Akta. Selami Altınok, AK Party MP. İbrahim Aydemir, AK Party MP. Zehra Taşkesenlioğlu. National Movement Party MP Kamil Aydın. Naim Karataş. Provincial Director of AK Party Mehmet Emin Öz. Do you hear us?
Sayın Cumhurbaşkanım, zatı devletlerinizi çok net duyuyoruz.
His Excellency Mr. President, we hear you quite clearly. We salute you all with love and respect from Hunis district of Erzurum province. Let's zoom in to the area where the groundbreaking ceremony is carried out, and you will hit the buttons, you will push the buttons. In the name of Allah, the most compassionate and the most merciful. Let's push the buttons. Let's see concrete coming down. Yes, the concrete is poured down. So we connect with Bolu right now. Erkan Kılıç, Governor of Bolu. Arzu Aydın, AK Party MP. Yeniçağ Mayor Recep Çağlar. AK Party Provincial Director Suat Güner. The Provincial Director of National Movement Party Cihan Başaran. Do you hear us? Yes, we do. All right, you have the buttons in front of you. You will push the buttons and we will see from Ankara Sincan that the concrete mixers are working. So you can push the buttons in the name of Allah, the most compassionate and the most merciful. May it be auspicious. So we proceed with Kahramanmaraş. The governor of Kahramanmaraş, Ömer Faruk Coşkun, Celalettin Güvenç AK Parti MP, Ahmet Özdemir, Kahramanmaraş Mayor Hayrettin Güngör, Provincial Director of AK Party Fırat Görgen. Are we ready? Let's push the buttons and make the mixes work.
Ya Allah! Bismillah. Maşallah. Beton burada da geldi.
The concrete is poured down.
Şimdi geçiyoruz Diyarbakır'a.
We will proceed with Diyarbakır.
Diyarbakır. Bu hafta oradaydık. Maşallah.
We were in Diyarbakır this week and there were 70,000 people. It was wonderful back there.
Biz de milletimizi seviyoruz.
We love our nation, of course, and our nation loves us.
Malatya bir alem, Diyarbakır bir alem.
Malatya
Yani yürüyecek,
and Diyarbakır,
yürüyecek arkandan. Böyle yürü.
we walked and our nation followed us.
Diyarbakır. Ali İhsan Bey duyuyor musun bizi?
Ali Ihsan, do you hear us? Yes, we do, His Excellency, Mr. President.
AK Parti Diyarbakır Milletvekili
So, AK Party MP Ebu Bekir Bal,
Belediye Başkanı
Termik Mayor
Şehmuz
Şehmuz Karamehmetoğlu,
Milliyetçi Hareket Partisi Diyarbakır
National Movement Party Provincial Director of Diyarbakır Miktat Arslan,
İl Başkan Yardımcısı
and
kardeşim.
Fehmi Kardeşoğlu. Are you ready?
Evet. Ankara'dan selam, sevgi.
Greetings from Ankara.
Butonlara basıyoruz.
Let's push the buttons
Betonu dökmeye
and
başlıyoruz.
start pouring down the concrete
Bismillah.
in the name of Allah.
Maşallah. Beton geldi. Hayırlı olsun.
The concrete comes, may it be auspicious.
Efendim böylelikle canlı bağlantılarımızdaki illerimizin temel atmaları hayırlı uğurlu olsun diyoruz. Şimdi Sayın Cumhurbaşkanımız şu anda Ankara, Sincan dahil Afyonkarahisar, Amasya, Elazığ, Manisa, Muğla, Tunceli, Uşak ve Yozgat illerimizdeki konutlarımızın ve işyerlerimizin toplu ilk temel atma törenini bu sona basmak suretiyle gerçekleştireceklerdir. Sayın Cumhurbaşkanımıza refakat etmek üzere Cumhurbaşkanı Yardımcımızı, konuk Özbekistan Cumhurbaşkanı Yardımcısı Sayın Serdar Omurzavakokolu, Sayın Bakanlarımızı, Sayın Genel Başkan Yardımcılarımızı, Ankara Milletvekillerimizi, Cumhurbaşkanlığı İdari İşler Başkanımızı, Sayın Valimizi, TOKİ Başkanımızı, AK Parti Ankara İl Başkanımızı ve Çevre Şehircilik Bakan Yardımcılarımızı sahneye davet ediyoruz. Arz ederiz Sayın Cumhurbaşkanım. Efendim öncesinde de Sincan İlçe Müftüsü hocamız Sayın Mevlüt Topçu'yu dua için sahneye davet ediyoruz. Buyursunlar hocam.
آمين سبحان ربي العلي الأعلى الوهاب الحمد لله رب العالمين والعاقبة للمتقين ولا عدوان إلا على الظالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسولنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه ecmaîn. Bizlere bu cennet misali vatanı bağışlayan Yüce Rabbimize sonsuz hamdü senalar olsun. Onun Habibi Edibi, alemlerin sultanı Hz. Muhammed Aleyhisselatü Vesselam'a selam olsun. Allah'ım bizleri vatanına, milletine, bayrağına, ezanına bağlı olmaktan mahrum eyleme. Ya Rabbi bizleri rızana muvafık işler yapan kullarından eyle. özellikle bugün burada dualarla temelini attığımız sosyal konut projemizi, ilk evim, ilk iş yerim projesini hayırlı mübarek eyle ya Rabbi. Vatanımız, milletimiz, memleketimiz için, sevgili gençlerimiz için hayırlı eyle ya Rabbi. Dualarla temelini attığımız bu güzel sosyal konut projesini salimen, kazasız belasız şekilde tamamlamayı, hayırla bitirmeyi nasip eyle ya Rabbi. Devlet adamlarımıza, vatanımız için, memleketimiz için yaptıkları hayırlı işlerde sen yardım eyle ya Rabbi. Vatanımızı, milletimizi, devletimizi bölmeye çalışan dahili ve harici düşmanlara fırsat verme ya Rabbi. Aziz milletimiz, cennet yurdumuz, vatanımız için fedai can ederek şehadet şerbetini içen tüm şehitlerimizin ruhlarını şad eyle ya Rabbi. Mekanlarını cennet, makamlarını âli eyle ya Rabbi. Ya Rabbi, dualarımızı dergâh hazretinde kabul eyle. Bu güzel sosyal konut projesini hayırla tamamlamayı nasip eyle. Geçmişlerimizin ruhlarını şad eyle. Mekanlarını cennet eyle. Hayırları fetheyle. Şerleri def eyle ya Rabbi. Bu projemizin hayırlı olması için vatanımıza, milletimize, memleketimize, gençlerimize hayırlar, bereketler getirmesi için, Allah rızası için Lillahi Teala'l-Fatiha.
Evet, hazır mıyız?
Are we ready?
Tüm konutların temel atmasını buradan ayrıca yapıyoruz.
So we will carry out the groundbreaking ceremony of all those residences and houses. So let's get ready for pushing the buttons. Are we ready?
Ya Allah! Bismillah.
In the name of Allah, the most compassionate and the most merciful.
Evet saygıdeğer hemşehrilerimiz, böylelikle Cumhuriyet tarihinin en büyük sosyal konut hamlesi, ilk evim, ilk iş yerim, ilk temel atma törenini Sayın Cumhurbaşkanımız butona basmak suretiyle gerçekleştirmiş olup ülkemizin ve milletimizin hizmetine sunmuşlardır. Bu hizmetlerin ülkemize ve milletimize hayırlı uğurlu olmasını Allah'tan niyaz ediyoruz.
Hayırlı olsun, hayırlı olsun. Evet, Dedika, yürüyeceksin. Millet
May it be auspicious, as we said, you will walk and the nation will follow you. I brought you greetings from Hassan.
Fatih'in İstanbul'u
You are in our hearts, you are a crown in our head, and you are at the age when the Fatih conquered Istanbul.
Geleceğin Türkiye'si, Türkiye'nin geleceği, Türkiye'nin yüzyılı için Cumhurbaşkanımız Recep Tayyip Erdoğan. İşte davasına adanmış bir ömür, milletine sevdalı bir gönül. Derdi millet, davası hak. İşte Cumhurbaşkanımız Recep Tayyip Erdoğan.